Hi, my name is Bill Bradley. I'm an extreme endurance athlete. The topic of the day's video is don't worry until you get the facts. So I'm at Howarth Park near Annandale Mountain. Like Annandale Mountain is just like right this way from me. And this is a big training ground for me. I've trained thousands of miles up here. This is a special place for me. It literally is like my church. It's where I go when I'm stressed, when I'm celebrating. I go for runs on this mountain, and I love this mountain. I just love it. And there's a fire on it. There's a fire that's burned the back half of it, and it's burned a lot of the surrounding areas, man. It's just like one of the worst fires ever up in this area. And the other day, it's been kind of holding, like it hasn't come over on this side, right? It hasn't come on this side of the mountain, which this is probably where 90% of the people go, is on this side. The other side is pretty, it's a lot more desolate. It's out in the back roads to get to the other side. And so on this side, the fires burned the back side of the mountain, but it's been holding off of this side. And there's like 700 firefighters up there trying to keep it off this side. There's like 900 firefighters in this whole area fighting the fire. I like to think 700 of them are trying to stop this thing from burning, but probably not. But anyway, I know they're pumping tons of water up there, because the guy who does, he was down there with the fire hydrants the other day, and he says he's moving water up to the top of the mountain because they're using so much. They're draining the water that's, I guess, however they do it, where they store it up above. And so he's filling it back up. So they're fighting with all they got. And so anyway, the other day, I go in, it's like all this is like 2 days ago, I think. And it was super smoky, like super smoky. And I had just picked my dog up in Petaluma and drove back home. And I looked out, and I looked at the back of Annandale, and I said, well, I could just see some fire near the top. I don't see much. And when I came around, I didn't see any in the dark on our side. I didn't really see any. And, so the next day I go into the gas station, and and it's really smoky though. And I say, hey, have you heard anything about, how the fire is going? And have you heard anything about Annandale? And because Annandale, this is a really special place for me. And he goes, Annandale? Oh, I heard it's like a charred mess. I heard it's like burnt, man. It's totally burnt. It's burnt. And I go, no, how could it be burnt? You're talking about the other side. Nope. I heard both sides are burnt. I heard both sides are just burnt, wiped out. And I was like, wow, you're kidding me. And so I remember a Dale Carnegie book I read a long time ago that my father-in-law recommended, ex-father-in-law, who's passed away now, but he never worried. And I used to ask him why he doesn't worry about stuff. And he said, because he read this book, or he took a course when he was a kid. It was called Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. And one of the things you do before you worry is you get the facts. When you get the facts, a lot of times that stops the worry. And so I said, damn it, put my running shoes on, put my shorts on, and I started running up that mountain. I mean, I right away went over there. I wanted to get the facts. And so I started running up there. I ran for an hour, got a good ways up, and enough that I could see that the mountain wasn't burning up. It was not burning up on this side, although now I've heard there's some hot spots on this side, but that was 2 days ago. There was nothing going on this side. But it definitely is not burning up. You can see I'm down here, down below. There's nothing going on. There is, there probably might be still some stuff up above, but at that point, nothing. So my lesson is, and he's just in there talking to people, and it's like that telephone game. You start something, and then somebody else tells a story, and somebody else tells a story, and somebody else tells a story, and it's like not even the same story by the time it gets to the end, the guy in the gas station. So if you're going to worry, if you want to cut down a lot of your worrying before you worry, get the facts. Whatever your equivalent of putting your running shoes on and running up on this mountain and seeing what was burning and coming back alive, that's a good sign that it wasn't burning. You do that. You do your due diligence. You get the facts before you start worrying. Anyway, if you're interested in following me, you can contacting me, you can email me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com. Thank you very much.